Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Doctor. The smoke has finally cleared out here in the Pacific Northwest, and it is finally a beautiful day once more. I'm joined here today by Merlo. Merlo, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what we're talking about today?
Hey, my name is Merlo, and I'm mostly a Twitch streamer. Just poked a little bit on YouTube, but I believe today we're going to be talking about the top 10 things that you should buy if you're a new player and what category. So, like if you're a minnow, a dolphin, or a whale, and if you're a kraken, well, just disregard because you're going to buy everything anyways.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. We'll also define what criteria we're using for minnow, dolphin, and whale. Thank you so much, Merlo, and let's get ready to have a conversation.
Yay!
All right, Merlo. So first off, let's talk about the criteria that we've developed for minnow, dolphin, and whale.
Okay. So pretty much we've decided that like minnow players, well, they're obviously a step above free-to-play players. Free-to-play players, they're not paying anything; they're just along for the ride. Minnows, we've judged that minnows will be probably $40 or under a month. And that, obviously minnows can vary. You could be a person that could just be spending $10 a month, one time, like a one-time purchase. That would put you in as a minnow. You can also be you can be a dolphin if you go right above that. And these are huge ranges. So dolphins, anything above $40, and hell, you could probably go well into a few $100s. And obviously, you can unlock most of the game's content without just totally buying everything, right? After that, what do we decide? 400 plus, that's a whale. Whales, you have most of the game access to you. You can pretty much access everything within a very short period of time, not instantly. And then anything above 1,000 a month, that's Kraken territory. Like I said, you can pretty much buy anything that you want.
Yeah, and just like full disclosure for everyone, I would say you and I are both classified as Krakens, correct?
I'm definitely not a Kraken. I am a whale.
Whatever you say, Merlo.
I am not real rank 10. I am 9.
Okay, Merlo, whatever you say.
Makes me sleep better. Okay?
Yeah. So kind of one of the things that were on the list that we were talking about is that minnows didn't really have many purchasing options, did they?
No, they didn't. Like at first we were like, let's think of top 10 things that every class would want to buy, right? And minnows, like I had trouble putting 3-4 up there, and I was like, boy. And like I was trying to work with my stream, and I was like, hey guys, come on, let's think of a cool list. And everyone was like, if you're a minnow player, you should be buying 5 1,000 paid Vizier bundles. And it's just like, if you're going to be spending only for example, only $20 a month, those options aren't realistic for you at all.
Yeah, I would say if we're expecting anywhere between $20 and $30 a month, I pulled up the daily NRG pack, which is kind of what we've talked about. You're going to want access to those large NRG pots. You're going to want that 60 paid Vizier. Would you say that's the best option in terms of just your daily purchase?
I would definitely say so. Like if and also like probably every week they want to do at least 2 purchases because you want to get that rainbow sphere, which is really important for those minnow players. But then everything after that you can kind of obtain, and if it's not a unit that you're chasing, and if you're a minnow, obviously you're not going to go for that unit. So there's very little point of actually trying to go for those shards.
Yeah, I actually think like when we're thinking about that paid Vizier, I have kind of a question here as well. It would take about 33 days if you're doing 60 paid Vizier per day on a purchase for the daily NRG pack. About $35 a month, $33 a month. It'll get you about 2K paid Vizier. And the question is, of course, what do you spend that 2K paid Vizier on? Because I think actually doing the daily summon for minnow players is a trap. I actually think they're
100% a trap.
I actually feel like there is significantly better options for them to spend their paid Vizier on. And I think there's a lot of options that maybe minnow players don't know about. I know specifically you and I had talked about the story quest packs. If you guys aren't familiar with them, I have them on screen right now. You go to the shop and you go to the mission section, and a lot of it is going to be your basic awakening materials. So it's going to have basic awakening materials, rainbow vision spheres, rainbow fragments, and this is going to be stuff that's going to be really helpful to you. Again, though, I would say you have to know what you need in your account, right? If you're a minnow player, you might not need access to all of these. If you're going hyper specific, I would say this might not be the route to go for you. Would you agree, Melo?
Yeah, exactly. I would heavily agree. Though I would say like maybe the first chapter, like maybe the first pack or even the second pack would be kind of worth it, just because at that point it gives you 50 of everything that you really need for all the elements. And that's going to be really important about building your team. Like for me, I personally haven't bought anything past the chapter 3 awaken or chapter 3 pack, because after some time of playing, you kind of get your core team and you start to just build up all those shards and whatnot. So it's really helpful at the beginning, but obviously at the very later parts of the game, like the awakening materials, like for like the water elements, whatever those are not important as in like the rainbow fragment shards. Those become very important at the end game.
I think it's important to know that there's a lot of deals that are going on as well currently. So like if you're seeing a deal as a minnow player that is like rainbow vision sphere, for example, we've had over the couple weeks ago. Yeah, for 60 paid Visior.
Yeah.
I would say like that's significantly better than buying the chapter pack, but you really have to be smart about what you're buying because there is a lot of traps out there.
Yeah, no, this game is littered with traps.
So I guess I would ask, like right now we have the MR Plus ticket. Would you say it's worth buying that daily?
I would honestly say if you're a new player, it would, just because it helps you build those new MR units. MR units are actually, I feel like one of the hardest units to kind of build. Like I actually have more UR units fully maxed out than I do with MR. And maybe that's not true because we've had how many like MR tokens now that we've been, or MR tickets we've pulled. But before then, I only had 1 or 2 MRs maxed when I had maybe 6 URs maxed.
Yeah, well, I think Azure Spheres can be a big stopping point for you as well when you're beginning, because you're not going to be able to max out all of those UR units right away. And you do have access to Shadow Links right away now, and a lot of Shadow Links is shards when you start the game as well. So I would say, weigh carefully what your account needs. Specifically, we're talking about the 6-month anniversary shop here for the MR Plus guaranteed ticket. I would also say, though, let's talk about the 300 paid Visior each, 26, so 1,500 paid Visior for the 26 plus MR summons. Do you think that would be one of the best purchases? Because I feel like that would be one of the best purchases.
It honestly is. Like when you think about it, if you compare it to other deals such as like the 50 paid ticket for just a rare ticket, you're not only for a new player you're getting that guaranteed MR, but possibly even a UR character, but you're getting a crap ton of materials, a crap ton of gil, everything that you'll need as a new player. That ticket's for you.
Well, and I think even the 1,500 paid Viz to buy all 5 of those packs, you still have 500 leftover paid Viz for the month that you could invest as a minnow player. And I see it as you also are guaranteed 2 rainbows from the pity from buying that pack. Because no matter what, you're going to get 2 rainbows. And if you didn't get your guaranteed 2 rainbows, that means you're getting 6 rainbows because you didn't fill the pity bar twice. So either way, I could see that as one of the best investments for minnow players. And of course, I would say if you're a dolphin, if you're a whale, like hands down, these should be purchased immediately, right?
Yes, I full-heartedly agree with that one.
And then I wanted to talk because what people might not know in this video is you had made a list before this, and we were talking, and you're not able to see my screen right now. You're just looking at a black room talking to me. So it's a little weird that we can see you. But I wanted to talk about the player rank pack because I feel like you had listed it as a Dolphin purchase, but I feel like it might be better as a minnow purchase for 500 paid Visior.
I was actually thinking about that as well. For the first level, it's actually quite a steal.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically 500 paid Visior for 2k paid Visior. And then I don't know, do you know what rank what rank minnow players are achieving now, like just by doing the base missions?
I mean, geez. I mean, they must be achieving at least 40 to 50 easily.
Yeah, because I mean, if that's the point, you could also say that the player rank pack 2 might even be worth it because it gives you 2,000 Visior if you're at player rank 50 for 1,500 paid. And it's an investment that will keep on going. I think one thing we talked about, though, specifically, which you had listed, was the JP card. And I think that's really good for any player. It's only $7.99. What makes you think it's so good?
So not only are you getting the raw cash value, because if you buy that card, you get the $7.99 worth of paid Visior on top of that, which is really good.
Yep.
You get a card that effectively cuts most of your JP farming in half, which every single player uses, regardless of rank. If they're running single player content, they will be running that card. And fun fact, when I actually started the game, I actually didn't know that, but I knew the fact that it was a strong card that you could max without, buying shards or anything. It was just my first card that I could max.
I didn't think about that. You didn't have to buy shards for it, did you?
Yep, you could just max it out.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And that's a really strong thing when you don't have any vision cards that are even leveled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just becomes a strong default card that you can use.
Exactly.
Now, I wanted to talk to you about sort of as we're transitioning to Dolphin status, what you should be buying weekly as a Dolphin. And we've kind of established that Dolphins are $100 per month. And we're assuming, the assumption is that maybe the first 2 months, what you've bought is the essentials like the JP cards, the player rank pack, some of the chapter packs. Yep. So once they've kind of established themselves in the game, what do you think they should be purchasing on a weekly basis?
Before we actually hit there, there is one pack that I really think Dolphins should try. Oh, not Dolphins, but Minnows should strive for, and that's the monthly pack where you get only buy it once. You get 800 Viz, and then you get 3,000 something Viz for free.
Yep, the 30-day Visior value pack, and it gives you paid 490 Visior immediately as well.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I think everybody should be buying that, right?
Yeah, and then every day it gives you 5 skip tickets as well, which does stack up.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. I mean, unless you're Merlo and you don't spend your skip tickets at all.
Oh, I've been spending a lot. Don't look at my skip tickets now.
Just while we're in the same menu, since we're talking about Dolphins and we're talking about purchasing, the daily Visior pack. Now, I'm aware that Dolphins might not be chasing this, but if you're looking for raw Visior value, if you buy the daily Visior pack every day, that's one of the best bundles you can buy.
Yep. It's actually the same value as those red collaboration Visior packs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only problem is you get one of them a day. So if you're a whale, you are going to be wanting to buy this every single day, because if you're looking at value per Visior per dollar, this is one of the best values out there.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
I was going to say, actually, what a lot of people don't know is when I do my poll videos, I mostly buy any free Viz things I can get, and I mostly pull with just free Viz, and I stockpile all of my paid Viz for any option that requires paid, because as you know me, I hate using paid viz for
You're a
free
hoarder.
viz stuff.
You have
I
a
am a hoarder.
problem. You have a problem with hoarding. One thing I wanted to talk about too, because I saw this on here and I completely forgot about it. How do you feel about Starter Pack 3? So it's just because we're talking about dolphins and whales and we're talking about the start of your account, it's going to give you 5 Rainbow Vision Spears, 2 Rainbow Fragments of Thought, 5,000 paid Visior, and then you get a select UR ticket for Stern, Ketone, Medina, Frederica, and Ayaka.
Honestly, if you're a whale, that's a must-have, especially if you did not pull for Ayaka.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Ayaka, even in the JP server, Ayaka is one of the best characters. She is going to be useful in almost every single situation. I cannot stress enough how important Ayaka is, and as an account that doesn't have Ayaka fully maxed out, I regret it every single day of not building her.
Yeah,
so
I would agree. I notoriously hated Ayaka for a long time, and I've actually built her and put her on my team now just because her power level is so high.
It is.
I would say, though, I would avoid Starter Pack 3 if you are beginning to play with the anniversary that's coming out this coming week, just because they are going to have a 2K paid Visior unit of choice ticket if we follow JP.
Yeah, that is correct.
And another call out is that the UR unit of choice, I believe, has Medina on it, and everybody gets Medina for free now. So that's also kind of a drawback as well. And then I would just stay away from the MR unit of choice summon ticket bundle.
Those aren't, you don't need those.
Yeah, I would say things like the starter pack for $7.99, you don't really need. They're kind of,
That's just a little bit of farming in that starter pack.
Yeah. In terms of other bundles for whales and dolphins, I would say the weekly NRG bundles are must gets.
Yes. If you're a whale, you should get a very healthy stockpile of large energy packs. Even if you don't farm too many, there might be an event which calls for you to be farming literally every single second of the day, and you're going to need energy for that. And what better way to do that than to have 500 energy pots waiting for you?
I think on the same thread with that, I think the armor pots, the Esper EXP XL, not the Esper EXP large, are essential, and the limit break potions, right?
Yeah, especially the limit break potions. Because every time you get a new unit or a new UR, they usually have some insane limit break that really defines their character. And what a lot of people realize is if they haven't been saving up those, they're going to be kind of stuck at a certain power level with those characters, and they're not really that effective.
Yeah.
Especially the bell curve with the limit breaks to get something at, to max level 20 takes a crap ton. Like,
I would say it takes 3 weeks worth or more.
Yes, 3 weeks worth. Yep.
How do you feel about the weekly Chocobo pack? Because I know I am on the fence with it. It's usually the last thing I buy, but when I hear things are coming like the Stern special shard farming event that's coming up this week, I'm like, man, I could see the value in purchasing the weekly Chocobo pack just to have those extra tickets to pull for golden Stern shards.
Yeah, I mean, also when you the only time when I really bought it was when I think it was the Warrior of Light event that came out, and it was like, hey, you get double the Chocobo tickets for that value. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, all right, I'll buy it.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to note that, with any purchase that you're making, you really need to make the best judgment according to your account and according to what you need. As much as you and I might be, I guess, whale experts is what you could call us. We're not experts on your account.
Yeah. And you gotta make sure that you're buying what you can see in the future. Like, obviously work with your vision cards, because your vision cards and your gear really will come into pretty much the larger picture of what your team comp is going to be. You don't want a bunch of slashing units when you have only a crap ton of magic vision cards.
Yeah, I think even as a minnow, you could make an argument like the vision card training pack, for example. Let's say that you're a minnow that has pulled Odin, and you know that you want to max Odin, and that's a big goal for the build that you're working on, it could very well be worth it for you to buy the Vision Card Trading Pack to get the unit of choice shards for your units.
That, I mean, it's, what is it? It's 2,000 paid viz for 50 shards of your choice, and it usually comes with a few other really nice bonuses with that one pack. But usually the big thing is it's that shard selection.
Yeah, it comes with 100 Gill Snappers, 100 MR growth eggs.
Yeah, which is amazing for a new player. But just for anyone who doesn't realize what 50 shards is, it's pulling 2 duplicates of that one card.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Yes.
And particularly if you have a really good card like Odin, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, because you're not, you know, I would say the biggest difference in power level between players that purchase and players that don't is the growth of their espers and the growth of their VCs.
Yeah, no, I would fully agree with that.
And it's harder to get into the game if you don't have your VCs leveled and prepared.
Yeah.
Merlo, I think we're at the end of our video. Did you have anything else to add about purchase specific that you think is important to talk about?
I actually don't really think so. I mean, other than that, if there is any weekly specials, monthly specials, event specials, there's only one thing I would ask everyone to do, not just, new players, but everyone else, is to discuss what they want to buy to other people before pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something that you didn't see. Maybe there's a trap within that one thing and you don't realize it. Have someone else overview what you want to, buy for those packs. And if everyone agrees, yeah, it's a good buy. But if someone is like, I don't know about that, maybe give it a second look, give your account a second look and be like, is it really worth it for me?
Particularly if you're a new player, because you might not know what to buy. I know at any point, if you guys have any questions, I think Merlo would be open to it, but you can always come in our Discord and message me, and you could probably message Merlo as well, or come onto one of our streams and ask a question. I do reply to messages as soon as you guys, within a reasonable time. I get some people that are like, why aren't you responding? And I'm like, I was sleeping.
Well, that's the coolest thing. So like we're all in the Diggs Discord, and even if me or Diggs cannot answer you, there's tons of really knowledgeable players on there that can help you.
Yeah, and I would say any of the streamers that are in there as well will help you. And literally you can just throw a question. We started a new help desk section, and you can throw a question there and someone will answer it for you. Merlo, where can people find you and how can they support you?
So how people can find me, I do have a small YouTube. The link will be provided below, but will it? I'm just kidding. It will. It will. And I only really post poll videos and some live news things. I'm not going to be posting too much. I am mostly a Twitch streamer, so where you can find me is just simply go to your twitch.tv
/Merlo.
/Merlo. Yep, it's /Merlo, but with an X.
And then you also have an Amazon Coin affiliate link, right?
I do, but it's not as all fancy as dig.gs/offer. So, see, even I remember yours, and I don't even remember mine. So it's going to be in the link below.
It'll be down below.
Other link.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to support Merlo as well, make sure to check out his stream. You can use his affiliate link as well. This was his first time actually joining me in camera on stream. And then for those of you guys that want to support us, you can drop a subscription, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Drop a comment down in the YouTube section down below. Come join us on Discord. Or, of course, use my affiliate link or his affiliate link. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.